threat of disaster is never pleasant.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers Podcast.
These safety measures are essential.
The only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment.
This will be your source of survival instructions and information. Every member of the family must be coached in the business of survival.
Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
Yeah.
We're gonna coach you on to survival.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna
I think
do.
that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, for a while now. Trying to do our
Never
best.
considered myself a coach.
No, I haven't either. No, actually,
Prepper coaching.
I avoid all coaching roles that I can.
Seriously.
It's like my daughter's playing basketball right now. They're always like, "You want to coach?" I'm like,
They
"No."
do. They like want to like as
Pushing
soon
me
as
on
you
it.
sign up.
Yeah.
It's like getting an email like before you've even submitted.
Yeah.
Send. They're like, "Hey, you want to be a coach?"
I just act as stupid as I can. Well, how many touchdowns does it take to win the basketball game? And they're like, we got a mom from the other team that
They're
will
like,
coach
"Good, you're good to do it then."
I know,
They don't
that's-
care.
They don't give a crap. Yeah, so that's fun.
That is fun.
Coach Hardy.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
It's the lovely episode of
Yeah.
Q&A.
Q&A, baby.
It's like a laid back week.
Yeah, we
Kinda
like
nice.
it. It's fun.
It's a nice new episode that we don't have to do the work.
Because we know that you guys are getting the information you want because you're asking the damn questions, right?
Yeah.
So we
The
don't have
most
to,
helpful for you, easiest for us.
Exactly.
In a way.
We like it.
But yeah, you know what isn't easy? Well, can be easy. Self-reliant medical care.
It can be.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that goes into prayer. You got to think about water. You got to think about food, power,
Never
protection, all of that. Self-reliant medical care is no exception. It's super important. Guess what? You can learn it all from the Prepper's Medical Handbook because it's written by someone that knows medicine. He knows the wilderness. He's a genuine gentleman of medicine, William W. Forgy.
Yeah, beard of all beards.
Yeah, he's
Man,
got a
it's
stellar
beautiful.
beard.
I love it.
This book is easy to read. It'll tell you how to survive in the wilderness with the most basic conditions that you may face. I like it. It's like
too.
an ER in your pocket.
Exactly.
Great.
Urgent care in your pocket.
Urgent care
Let's
in
not
your
go
pocket.
as far as ER.
Well,
okay?
it's got some deeper stuff
It
in
does,
there.
yeah.
But you can get your own copy at the preppersmedicalhandbook.com or just like everyone else, go to amazon.com and get you one. It is one of my favorites in my prepper library.
For sure.
So go get you one.
Go get it done. All right, Cam, today we have Q&A. We're excited. Let's just get rolling with the whole
Yeah.
thing. This one came from Josh Sitzer.
Elka.
Elka Sitzer.
Sean Alka.
Josh. Did I say John?
No, I think I
Maybe,
said
maybe you said John, maybe I did.
Who cares?
But it's Josh Sitzer.
John's his dad.
John, yeah.
John Alka Seltzer.
Josh and John. Middle name Elka.
Why would you not?
I know.
I would name my son Alka.
It's an opportunity lost. You'll never get it back. If your last name's Setzer.
Alka Seltzer.
Alka. Yeah, I don't know. He says, would you compete in a contest for preppers to test their skills?
Listen, yeah, we don't want to be labeled charlatans because we pose to be like
Yeah.
extreme preppers.
No, I have no interest in doing such a thing. I'm not big on like competition that way. Anyways,
Yeah, I
you know
know.
what I mean. It's like there's a lot of guys that
I'd cut my finger off if we were doing something like
100%
feather that wood real quick. Just take my finger right off first slice.
did it. I'm out. Trained for
Doing
6
it on
months.
purpose. I'm gonna get out of this.
This
A couple
rip-
finger open. Can I get out?
Yeah, this real
Probably
quick.
would have won it, but I slashed my finger open.
Yeah, I have no interest in competing. And I mean, you know, what is it? Yeah, is it like bushcrafting? Would it be water skills?
Cheese rolling,
Cheese rolling, wife
rolling.
carrying, rolling, grow them up in a carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rolling.
If they did skills that we've talked about,
Oh, yeah, it'd be great.
I might do it.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, the regular skills, I wouldn't be interested either.
No,
Like,
I just don't.
it would be too shameful.
I really don't have the many skills anyways.
I
You want me to
don't.
BS about those skills for a while? Sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
You want me to talk about them?
You want me to do them and
Do-
demonstrate
You
them?
mean with tools?
I can't. I
and
can't
skills?
do it.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'll probably be the first to die in any kind of scenario.
I know.
You starve to death.
It's gonna be so shameful. Like
Yeah.
when it really does happen, and you and I are the first ones like dead in the gutter in front of our house.
Yeah.
10 hours into a power outage.
Knocking on doors looking for food. Wait a minute.
You got real food. All I got is 25 years shelf life crap. I don't even know how to cook it.
We ate it all. First week.
Yeah,
I did not plan correctly.
this
Yeah.
didn't go well for me.
Yeah.
it's true.
No, I wouldn't do it either.
Josh Seltzer. Alka
Thanks,
Seltzer.
Josh.
Setzer.
Alka Seltzer.
Setzer.
Gary Duplantier.
Duplantier. I don't know why we have...
Duplantier, please.
Where am I going to plant these? Duplantier. We've probably made that joke 6 times,
I
haven't
think
we?
so.
I'm
I don't
guessing.
even know. Probably the
His
same.
name sounds familiar, so it feels like we have.
Duplantier.
Yeah.
Any plans or dreams of producing a realistic full-length survival prepper movie? Is that something you might do in the future?
That does sound fun.
Sounds way fun.
It sounds like something I would want to do.
Yeah, we've talked about doing like a horror film or
Yeah.
scary, like something like that. Maybe a slutty film with my wife.
Oh, she's going to love that. For sure. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just kidding, Tawny. That's not going to happen. No, like it would be something I would love to do.
She's like, what? She probably would just skip. I'm not gonna listen to
I'm
this.
not listening to this one. I would really love to do something like that. The hard part is like having the bandwidth to do something of that nature because it takes a lot of time, a lot
It
of
does
effort.
take a lot of time.
We couldn't even get to Gone Part 2, and that took us half a day to do the first one. So like,
I know.
getting to like a full length film. I don't know. I would never say never because things could happen, right?
I would love to do a film. It's just it's hard. It takes a lot of time.
Takes tons of time, right?
If everything's planned out perfectly, add like 2 or 3 more days.
Oh yeah,
Because I can't get the first line right.
yeah, exactly.
That's why we just don't. It's going to be like a silent film.
we could do a silent film.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Could probably do that.
You're a mute. You
Yeah.
know that you can't talk, but you're trying to survive through some sort of prepper ordeal. Just like grunting and, you know.
No, over there.
No, you're not.
Like you can't hear very good, but
Yeah, sure. That could be it. But that'd
and a
be fun.
mute.
Duplantier.
Duplantier.
Duplantier. Angelo Amador Jr. Knock knock.
Come on down.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Amador. Amador.
Hello, Amador.
Hola. Amador. Amador.
Hola.
Hey, knock on me, man. Amador. What is one snack from your childhood you wish you would make a comeback?
This is like I've
Great
looked at
question.
these before. I know there's more. It's just I tried to look at some pictures again to remember, but
I only know pictures.
Huh?
I only know them by their pictures.
I only know they're like I'm staring at that cereal box eating every morning.
Oh yeah, man, me too.
Those are ingrained. In
I got some cereal that you
I
probably
saw
do. You
that.
remember that one?
I do remember the box.
Yeah,
I don't remember ever eating it though.
Oh man, yeah. Okay, so what do you have?
I have. So, do you ever remember the Philadelphia cheesecake snack?
I do remember, but I never ate it because I hate cheesecake.
My mom, I do too, but
hate
these don't taste
They
like
don't taste like
really
that.
strong cheesecake.
Oh,
No,
okay.
my mom always had them like hidden, and I'd like find them.
Yeah,
No, they were good.
that sounds good.
They're very rich,
but
but I guess that's the thing I don't like about cheesecake. Super
it's too rich. Yeah.
These were pretty rich, but I don't know, not bad.
Okay.
And then there's a Batman cereal. Do you remember
Oh,
that Batman
I don't
cereal?
remember a
like the
Batman
old
cereal.
classic, like Michael Keaton
it sounds
Batman.
awesome.
Oh, super cool.
Uh,
I honestly bet it tastes exactly the same as the cereal you
Yeah,
because
a
there's
lot
the
of-
little yellow bats.
remember
But-
remember the Mr. T cereal? Too?
Yeah.
Tasted
There's something
just-
about the way that it tasted though.
it was all
like
kind of
it
tasted.
tasted really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this one's not even a candy, but Daily C
Yeah.
vitamin C candy.
Yep, I had that too.
Dude, they're
I
so
loved
good.
it.
They're like really crunchy, and I eat like I probably
Super
overdosed
sweet. Oh yeah, just pissing
10,000
straight
milligrams
ascorbic acid.
of. Yeah.
Um,
I don't know how he didn't get a kidney stone
I don't know.
during this.
I found one. My grandma was kind of like a hoarder growing up.
Mm-hmm.
One of my grandmas, and I found like a whole case of those things.
Yeah, they used
I
to sell
took it
them.
home and I
You
would
remember
eat-
it's like an orange and
Yep.
silver. Oh,
Yes.
they were so good,
Dude, I would eat like 5, 6, 7 a day.
Me too.
Just kept eating them all day
too.
long. Yeah.
I don't even know if I was sick the whole time those were in production.
Heck no, man. Definitely didn't have any scurvy going on.
Yeah, Orbit's drink.
Yeah.
They were disgusting, but they were kind of cool at the same
Boogers
time.
in your drink.
Yep.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And then for some reason, I remember going to Smith. I remember going to 7-Eleven, and I'd always find the Laffy Taffy watermelon.
I remember.
That had the black
Had
candy
the black
seeds
in it. Yeah. I totally remember that.
That was a good one.
That was good stuff. Do you remember pudding pops?
I do remember
Like
pudding pops.
I love those, and I don't really like pudding.
Pudding
that much.
pop.
Pudding pop.
I can't say
The
it anymore.
pudding
I used
pop.
to be pretty good at
Yeah.
his thing, but now
Yeah,
it's offensive.
You can't say it anymore.
It's
No.
offensive.
But I used to love them, and I don't even like pudding.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
pudding pops were fantastic.
Yeah,
Orange or lemon lime slice. Do you remember
I
that
do remember
soda?
the orange. I didn't know they had a lemon lime.
Yeah. Oh,
that'd be
dude,
good.
I loved Slice. And then Surge. Yeah, I'm sure you remember Surge.
Oh, yeah.
That was some good stuff. And then my cereal was King Vitaman. And it's
I
not
remember the
Vitamin,
box.
it's Vitaman.
Oh, I never noticed
King
that.
Vitaman cereal. So my buddies and I used to eat it all the time, even like in high school. We'd say,
Quaker
I
Oat,
need to
huh?
get some KV, yo. You know, and KV, King Vitaman. That was
Yeah.
our thing. So, in the box is so horrible. Like the original box is
It's
like this,
terrible looking.
this old guy from like 1977. It looks like the photo was taken.
I first thought it was King Charles,
Yeah, that's what
but-
it kind of looks like. Yeah.
but
But yeah, King Vitaman.
I don't think I ever ate those. I do remember the box though.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Man, that's good stuff.
It tasted, I swear, they look and taste just like the Mr. T cereal. There's a whole bunch of cereal. It was like the same thing. They just kept recycling
was.
it for other, just put a different in a
It
different
was.
box. You know?
I wonder, were they all Quaker or I wonder if they were different?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Didn't pay that much attention.
I
Who
just
was
ate
making
it.
I just ate it.
Yeah, I'm sure that there was some tons of sugar in those little yellow
yeah.
that look like the Captain Crunch, the yellow part.
Yep.
But they tasted way better than that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Richard Kevin or Kevin Richard.
Two first names.
Yeah,
Dick Kevin.
I'll confuse you big time.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
You guys are in the middle of the podcast when a Red Dawn attack happens.
Perfect time for
You're
that.
able to stay hidden and get to your vehicles. What's your next move? And how would you survive in the weeks to come? Would your focus be on hiding and surviving, or would you get your Wolverines on and fight back?
Yeah, no, I think for me, the first thing is try and gather my family.
For sure.
Because you know the
No matter
Russians
what
are-
the risk,
The
right?
Russians are going to paratroop right into the school, start opening up, you
Yeah.
know, just like it is. So I got to get them. I got to get my wife. And then I got to get home probably, right? You got to be able to bug in. I just, and I'm not the guy who's going to go get my 5.56 and start fighting back right away. I'm just
Yeah.
going to try and keep my family safe, obviously. Oh, Batman.
Coolest
cereal. Oh,
box
dude,
ever.
I would love a box of that right
I
now.
just have the box on my shelf.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that.
I had to show Kobe the
Yeah,
picture.
the box.
Look
of
up that Batman. Too.
Batman cereal looks great. But anyways, I'm not going to be Wolverine in it right away.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's like the last thing I'd probably turn to. I mean, I would defend
sure, and that's
in
the
any
whole
way.
thing. Like I'm going
but
to try and get.
I'm
going to
do everything until I have to get to that point.
I'm not a trained.
We're gonna get in your pickup.
Operator.
We're gonna stop at a grocery store, little
Get some chips.
gas station football.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, that scene.
I know.
It's like,
But yeah, that's
so
the-
good.
It is.
it's just so good.
Yeah.
And it's just like this little
So fast and it's
town,
like they're all
this
just
little
gathering all stuff.
this little store in the outskirts of town, and it's even better because like one of the kids' dads own it, so it's just like take whatever you need, get this, you get this, and you know they're just like the whole back of the truck is filled to the brim with
It's
goodies.
like not even stuff you need, but just like
No.
I'm gonna throw a bunch of cool
I need
stuff
a
in there too.
football. I need soda. I need bows and arrows.
Yeah.
I need everything.
Yeah.
right.
That's a good convenience store there.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, first thing is I'm gonna communicate and get home to my family.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go home because my wife won't pick up her phone. That's for sure.
She has no idea it's even happening. Probably. She's gonna go home. She's gonna have her AirPods in, listening to a murder
Seriously.
podcast or
I'm
something.
gonna be like telling her,
painting something.
grab all this stuff, get the bags, get it, and she'd turn and be like, "Oh, what? Sorry, I was listening to a book."
When did you get home? What time is it? Yeah.
And then I'll probably get in touch with like my wife's family since they're all here too, and be like, "What's the plan? You guys gonna stay put? You can come over here,
Yeah.
bring guns." And then last would probably, but very possible, I think in this scenario is we might go for the mountains because
Yeah. Could happen.
you know her parents have a cabin and stuff that might be a good
Could
place.
be for sure. Yeah. But it's a tough one. Yeah.
It's a good question.
Not easy one to get through.
It would happen during the podcast though. We'd
100%.
finish.
No, I would pick all this stuff up and keep podcasting as we go somehow.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Hey, we got paratroopers coming in.
Yeah.
Man.
Cam just killed someone. Cam just killed his first man. You know? Cam's just like whooping and hollering in the passenger seat, you know?
I got him.
I got him. That was easy.
Yep. and then it's dress up as a Russian, walk around town, probably get shot.
Exactly.
You got to blend in if they're all taking over.
Yeah, didn't we say one day is make sure to order a bunch of flags from
You should, yeah.
and then
You can
you
always
put them on
be-
your truck if you
you
need
never
to.
know.
You never know which one you're gonna need, like a North Korean flag, a Russian flag.
Yeah. I ain't taking the Trump flag
Russian
down.
flag, no.
I'll put it up with
it on-
like Russia
Trump
or
flag's gotta be
China.
a little bit higher than the other one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't take that one down.
No, sir. This one came from Wesley Pauling. It's appalling.
Wesley, that's appalling.
It's I don't know. Do you think it's polling?
Polling.
Polling.
It's got to be polling.
Gotta be right. I don't know.
Probably nothing even close.
No.
It's paddling.
That's polling. How do you do Kobe of
Peace
cheese?
Island is holding.
Exactly. How do you do Kobe of cheese and Cam of Newton? Thoughts on having a drone for emergency situations, like for checking road conditions ahead of you and what's going on in your surrounding area. Obviously, if we're talking an EMP event, it may not work, but the odds of that happening are slim probably. What are your thoughts? Keep up the marvelous work, fellas.
Good thoughts.
Good thoughts, bro. Yeah.
I've thought about that. We actually have talked about this. When I go camping, I usually have it with me partly for that reason. I'm like, if there's anything going on, I'd be like,
Yeah.
and I spy on people.
Always.
Love it.
They're in their tents doing whatever they do when they camp. I can kind of see what's
Get a
happening.
360 around
Yeah.
them, and then I head out.
A little orbit in there and then move on.
But no, I think it's great for recon.
Yeah, why not, man?
And I've been trying to like find a little remote system that would allow you to like have a little
Yeah.
claw or something that you could drop because we're gonna exchange movies.
Yeah, we
but
are.
stay put.
But not have to see each other.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, drone's coming in.
Cam's
Are we
gonna
done watching that movie?
He's going to drop the notes for the next week's podcast
Yeah,
to me,
exactly.
and I'll send back how much it sucks.
Yeah.
Try again. Right?
No.
No, that's horrible. It's horrible.
Red, scratch it out.
Yes.
Try again.
Yeah, but why not try and utilize a drone in SHTF or even some sort of an emergency situation that's maybe not like a full-on SHTF, right? You can check your neighborhood. I mean, I think that's the most obvious thing is recon around you, whatever it is. You know, you don't know what's happening in the neighborhood. You don't want to show your face around there. You just throw that thing out on your back deck.
Yep.
You go check it out, right? Search and rescue, maybe even. You get to a point where you don't know where someone is. You can throw it up there and see if you can see what's happening.
The other thing I haven't tried or done is like attach a phone to it and take it up.
Oh, yeah.
So that you get a signal.
Yeah.
And
That
have
could be
it
thing.
like a. But the hard thing is sending it unless you use your watch or something.
Yeah, you could do that. Why not? Also, like trespasser deterrent. Like you got people coming in your neighborhood or into your yard and you throw up a drone. People freak out. They don't like drones. They do
They
not
get
like
pissed like pretty quick.
Have you ever seen there's this account and I laugh at it every time. I haven't followed him, but I've stopped on it enough to watch it that it keeps coming up. It's called like Bums and Drones or something. It's like these guys that just go see like homeless people and they put drones up above them and how mad they get all the time. I watched like 2 or 3 of them. Now they just keep
Freaking
coming up.
balls.
Yeah, I know they're such dick. And the bums get so mad. They get really upset.
I think you may have sent one to me.
Maybe I did, but
They just like throwing rocks and like everything else they
so
can.
Mad. So
But even
mad.
just nowadays, I know. I'm sorry if it bugs you, but
Yeah.
I won't throw it up somewhere that it says no drones. But
Sure.
there's other places, and I try to wait so there's no people around. But you can just see it on their face. They just want to just knock it out of the sky
Dude,
for some
my
reason.
neighbors one day, this old
yeah.
couple just come out like, who did that? What is this?
Was that when I was trying to fly over at your house?
And I'm like, don't worry, it's just Cam. What are you doing? He's looking in our windows. I'm like,
I know they all think that it's like
no.
Chinese spying. I'm
gosh,
like,
I
pretty
know.
sure a drone hasn't flown all the way over
I'm like,
here.
no, that's just Cam.
Yeah.
You know Cam. He's not trying to look through your windows.
Go to his webpage. He'll upload the pictures.
Yeah. You can see the live transmission on YouTube of you guys cooking dinner.
Yeah.
Like, boy,
My
everybody wants to
parents
see
would
that.
freak out too.
Yeah.
I know they would.
I'm like, no, it's just Cameron.
Yeah.
You're okay. I promise. They were flipping their lids.
Well, you could ask him if I can get a refill on my blood pressure medication.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have him look at this, send him a picture of this thing. It's a
Oh,
growth.
can you zoom in on this rash?
I don't know if this is, something I got to look at or just go away on its own.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
exactly how they'd
Yeah.
be.
That's
That was
good.
Wesley Poling.
Yeah, Wesley Bowling.
Matt Moses Thompson.
Matt Sweet Moses Thompson.
This is a good Southern name. It's got to
Yeah.
be.
It's got to be, right?
Matt Moses
Oh, it is.
Thompson.
Look at that first line. He's definitely Southern.
Oh, yeah. If y'all had property outside of town, that both families were to bug out to you, how many of your extended family would you plan for? And do you tell them to bring their own supplies? Love the podcast and waiting for the making fun of the name episode.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're in it now.
Yeah.
Idea. By the way, come and get your weather. It's drunk in the South.
Yeah, man. You guys
Raining
got some
and
crazy-
snowing,
Yeah.
freezing Texas and Florida. It's weird.
Matthew Moses Thompson.
Yeah.
You are in so much trouble. That's what-
Matty Moses, get on in here.
Yeah, Matthew Moses.
That's a good middle name to get mad about.
It is, yeah. I don't know.
Matthew Moses. I can't believe you did that.
Moses smelled the roses. Oh,
Supposes. Moses.
yeah. Yeah. So let's see. What was the question?
If you were, if you had property outside of town, both your families bug out to
How
you,
many of
you're
your
gonna let
extended
your
family?
extended
Yeah.
family in?
So I think my allegiance is basically, when it comes to my family, it's basically my immediate family and like my grandparents, like my sister, her family, my parents, my wife's, and grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles. They can all suck it. Like I don't have the bandwidth nor the patience to deal with all of them. So it's basically just those people. And yeah, if they're coming, I would expect them to bring whatever supplies they have.
Yeah, I
right?
would.
Why not?
I would hope they would. I wouldn't
Yeah.
probably turn them away, but I'd be like, "You kidding me?
You can bring nothing.
Go back and get your stuff, and I'll
Yeah.
let you in."
Fill up a backpack or something. Here,
Yeah.
there's 4 backpacks. I got extras. Go fill these up.
Just have a big funnel. Drop all your gear and stuff in there.
Drop it in a funnel.
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for us, obviously, like my wife's family and her brother and their kids and stuff, I would imagine we would all kind of come together.
Yeah.
But she has a lot of aunts and uncles too, and
She
it
does.
just wouldn't work.
There's too many of them almost.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
She'd probably go with them.
Yeah. I hope you have fun. I'm going with my aunt.
It's my family.
It's my family.
Okay.
You were married into this family. You're not blood.
Yeah. Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
Patrick Rooks.
Rooks.
He rooks real nice. That's what his Asian uncle said to him.
Patrick Rooks good.
Rooks good, Patrick.
That's got to be
Holy cow, Rooks good.
Rooks real good.
It's been 3 years
Oh,
since
that Rooks good.
it's been 3 years since the EMPs hit, and you're at a trading post drinking a sad glass of bathtub energy drink by the fire. What genre of acoustic band, bluegrass, Celtic folk, jazz, do you want to replace the acoustic Taylor Swift cover band playing in the corner? Yeah, man. Taylor Swift. She's everywhere.
I can't believe it just came up again. There goes several listeners.
First off, we love Taylor Swift.
it
she's
wouldn't
the
be.
best.
There'd be nothing to replace it.
No, you can't replace Taylor.
To play alongside it. Now we can talk about
Maybe
that.
we can have that discussion. But we're not saying
You
Taylor's
can't replace
bad.
it.
Taylor's the best. She's queen of all pop.
I don't like your tone
I
when you
mean-
talked about Taylor Swift. You're out.
I love Taylor Swift. That sounded pretty good, right? Sincere.
It didn't sound
Yeah.
sincere.
Look, man, I love me some good country folk music always, and then maybe some like acoustic versions of 80s
That would be
metal
pretty freaking cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
I didn't know either. Like 80s, 90s country stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I cannot go wrong with prime country.
70, 80, 90. Like all that's good stuff.
70s aren't my favorite, but 80s, 90s, all day long. The top like 100
Yeah, I don't
songs
listen to
from
80s.
country
I don't know
from
why I
the,
said 70s. It's
from
80s.
the 80s, 90s are
Yeah.
gold.
It's good stuff.
Gold.
Always good.
Yeah, you got Garth Brooks, you got George Strait, you got all them, right, doing their thing.
Yeah.
How do you...
I remember I would ride in the corn chopper with my dad, and it was always like Garth Brooks and George
Yeah.
Strait. That's such a, man, like you could play the radio all day and all those songs are so good.
They are.
Now it sucks.
Oh my gosh. Listen to country radio now.
Yeah.
I can't
It
do
isn't
it.
country at all.
I can't do it. I do not. I mean, I think there is a little bit of a revolution going on. There's some new country that's actually really good. That's kind
There
of
is some good country, but
some country roots, but much of it is
it's poop.
BS. I don't like it.
Excuse my mouth, Ashley. It's
Yeah,
poop.
It's poop.
You guys talk about poop and farts.
Hey, your poopy fart jokes. Ugh. That's what she sounded like.
Yeah.
Not really, babe.
Sorry about that.
I love Taylor Swift. Anyways, move on.
Yeah.
Just had to throw one more in there.
Rook, I like Taylor Swift.
Rook.
Okay, rooks. It's all about rooks.
Yeah.
Charles Hapgood.
Charles Hapgood.
With the world spiraling into chaos more and more every day, when are you gentlemen going to acquire your ham radio licenses? When the proverbial feces hits the fan, I would love to still hear the soothing voices of both Cameron and Kobe. Charles Hapgood. Hello.
I was going with that. Sometimes it just comes out.
Charles Hapgood.
Charles Hapgood.
Charles Hapgood.
Oh, that's my arch enemy. Charles Hapgood.
Hapgood.
Chuck Hapgood. That ain't Hapgood.
That ain't that bad. That's what I was going to say. Oh, that ain't half bad.
That's good whiskey. That ain't half bad. That's half good.
Just everything he talks.
Dude,
is
half good
or
whiskey.
Like
a brand of whiskey. Half
Sounds-
good whiskey. Good Lord, I would drink that every night.
Yeah, I would start drinking alcohol.
You could just see the commercial. He's sitting by a fire. He's got it. Now, when I want whiskey,
that ain't that bad.
that ain't half bad. Just because it's half good. Half good whiskey.
It's just like everything he talks about is one of the names.
I know.
That's half good. That ain't that bad.
That ain't half bad.
Well, that ain't half bad.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Yeah, so I keep thinking one day I'll do my technician's test.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
I'm really highly considering this year, and this is what like watching.
Maybe you
Leave
should
the-
make like a thing. where
I
you
should. I should do it again, and this time
Yeah.
a really bad punishment.
Yeah, real bad.
Like I can't communicate with my family because I don't have my ham radio.
Exactly.
Um,
Like death in an SHTF situation.
yeah,
I don't know.
Like I gotta buy a Tacoma or something.
No,
like,
I guess that's
I
what
gotta
I
spend a
would.
bunch of money.
I guess that's what we'll do.
That ain't that bad.
That ain't half good.
But after seeing the movie Leave the World Behind and seeing that like sexy
Yeah.
ham radio at the end, I'm like, I gotta get back into this.
Yeah, I know.
I want that. So, I mean, I have the books and everything. It's just like,
Oh, you have books?
just need to crack down
Crack down.
and get it done.
Crack up.
Yeah.
Crack down. Yeah, good.
It's the worst book to study though. My gosh.
I'm sure, yeah.
They're painful.
I'm sure it's not super
It's not
fun.
exciting. It's like, oh dang, that radio wave big.
Oh, wow. Exactly.
Just can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Finish the book in one night.
Man, I freaking went through that.
Ain't
whole
had
thing.
good.
Ain't that bad. Kirk Kitchen.
Cook kitchen.
Sawyer Mini. An EDC item or more a go bag type deal?
I don't really know. Just random question. Okay.
Well, they're all random questions.
It's true.
But yeah, I think it's both.
Yeah.
I utilize it for both. I have a Sawyer Mini in my EDC kit. I also have one in my bug out bag. It's not, I don't like carry on me
Yeah.
a Sawyer Mini. That would be weird. But yeah, I think it's a great EDC item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say on that.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Okay. Yeah.
It is an
Simple
EDC Biden. Biden. I don't know where that came from.
Biden.
Yeah.
That's like a subliminal
That was
message
weird.
from the Democratic Party.
That's weird. Yeah.
That ain't a bad Biden. Look right into the camera.
2024.
2024.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. DI Park.
Oh.
You got a bunch of junk.
It could be DL.
Yeah, I think it's DL. Right?
Could be DI though.
I don't know. I'm currently about 3/4 of the way through a re-listen of the entire back catalog and thought I'd test your memories on some previous episodes. So you previously used a very similar voice to your very funny Charles.
Joe's head bad.
One of the one for another person. Can you remember who? I'll
Yeah.
give you a clue. He was a shepherd prospector.
Sheepman prospector.
Yeah. Was it the guy on the cross?
Yeah. I can't think of his first name.
can't
His
remember
last
his
name was Hammertoe.
Oh,
Remember?
right.
What was his first name?
Because he's been like, he's on the
Yeah.
cross, but one hand free so he can shake hands.
Sheepman prospector.
Sheepman prospector.
Yeah.
How you doing?
But I don't remember what his first name
I
was.
can't remember either.
But it was Hammertoe, but we think it was actually a misprint. It wasn't Hammertoe. It was something else.
That's
but we just
right.
kept it Hammertoe.
That's right.
But I don't remember what his first name was.
No,
You're gonna
that's
have to
right.
let us
I
know.
knew who it was. I just couldn't remember the name.
Yeah.
But
But I think the voice was slightly different.
it was
But
a
I
little
don't-
more like little more upbeat.
There wasn't quite much.
wasn't
abuse in
as
there.
grisly.
Cheap man
yeah.
prospector. I mean,
Cheap
yeah.
man prospector.
Yeah, it's more like that probably.
Than Charles Hapgood.
I mean, Charles Hapgood's.
He's rugged.
There's
He's
some
been-
subtle differences. I think.
the whiskey's got to the throat.
Yeah, the whiskey, the
cigar.
penguin blood has done some things to the way his voice
Yeah.
articulates. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
So-
been through a lot.
Oh yeah, the cold weather just changes the
yeah,
way your voice
just
sounds.
ripping him up.
right?
But
Plus, taking out your
seasoned.
own appendix changes a man. You know what I mean?
it does. Feed it to the penguins. Chop it up.
That's some good stuff right there. Ain't half bad.
Come on.
Good.
Come on, penguins. Ain't that bad.
Eat some a little half good. Have a little bite of half good. You know? You're right. Choking on your drink.
Not a
water.
good time to swallow.
Not a half bad time, though. Mission of Off the Grid Surplus is to inspire greater connection through adventure. They do that by creating extremely functional and everyday wearable products for a great price to take you off the grid. How do they do it? Well, they simplify your clothing options so that you only need one piece of clothing instead of 3 or 4. The best thing is they combine the best features from outdoor, workwear, and tactical into one everyday wearable package. It's super fantastic. If you don't have any off-the-grid surplus stuff, you gotta go get it. Are you okay?
Dying.
He's over there dying. Check out their site, offthegridsurplus.com. Get an extra 15% off with our code CasualPreppers15. It's time to stock up for winter, man. You know what I mean? We still got a few months to go.
Yeah.
So get
This
some
weather,
nice
or
warm stuff.
This is the type of gear you want in this weather that's like, you can't decide.
Yeah, yeah.
It's rainy, it's warm, and then it's freezing, and then
Layers.
get you some of that.
It's all about
stuff.
layers.
Yep.
This one came from Brian Alatalo. Alatalo.
I don't tell a lot.
Alatalo.
A lot of low.
Alatalo. That's a lot of low.
Everybody, a lot of low. They're coming in.
Don't get a lot of high, get a lot of low. Okay.
We don't know what to do with it.
That's a tough one. What would Charles Hapgood have in his bug out
I like
bag?
this
This is a
question.
good question.
Yeah.
He'd have a whole old bottle of Hapgood whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey for sure.
Like it's most of the bag.
yeah,
is
he's
whiskey.
just carrying it, and he's like,
Yeah.
he's drinking it, and he's like carrying it around. In
Yeah,
his
like I
backpack.
think he probably hikes with a whiskey.
he
in
probably
his
has an
hand, right?
inline whiskey
Oh, yeah.
system.
Yeah, yeah. But whiskey's best through on the rocks. You can't have it through the line. You gotta have it on the rocks.
Yeah, on a cube.
I don't know, cute. And then also probably a penguin carcass because I feel like he could probably do anything
Make
with
a
the
bag.
penguin. Yeah.
Make shoes.
His bag probably is a penguin. It probably looks like a penguin. You know, like one of those Asian girls' backpacks. Those little Asian girls. They have a penguin backpack.
That's exactly
This
what it
is a
would be.
penguin, but it's real. It's a real penguin.
It's just a big
haul it
zipper
out.
down the belly. A big like emperor penguin.
Exactly.
His head's coming up over the
Yeah.
top.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You just have it like
He looks like like the guys that have the wolf head that
Yeah.
come over the top, but his is a penguin head.
it's like Mario or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going with whiskey and penguin carcass.
Man,
but
I like that backpack. That was awesome.
that is a great backpack.
Yeah, I'd say that. Obviously, his weapon of choice would be like a bludgeon, like
Yeah.
just like a thick leather, like
Yeah.
little short bat type thing.
Yeah, like a
Just beat all
billy
of the
club
penguin
type
heads.
thing. Yeah, exactly. Like those people that beat the baby seals
Yeah,
with the clubs.
Yeah, or like half of a 2x4.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's not sharp.
No,
It-
no,
it's not
He
sophisticated.
doesn't need to. It doesn't need
he
to be
likes
sharp.
he likes it to be real. He likes it to be blunt. He likes it to
He just seems like kind of like a police officer of the
Yeah.
Antarctic.
Yeah, I mean, and blood, it's like you got to make it with the least amount of blood as possible when you're killing. For him.
Yeah,
For him, anyway.
and flatten it out.
Yeah,
for a
flatten it
new
out.
bag.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just beat all of its innards out
Yeah.
the butthole.
Just roll it out. You put the billy club down.
Just
roll
mash it all into
right out
like
the
a
penguin
really
butthole.
fine,
And then he fries it up that night and eats it.
it just freezes the paste.
Yeah, it's penguin paste.
It's
He
just
eats
squirting it out of its like fin.
penguin paste and whiskey. Like that's his whole diet.
It's delicious.
All the nutrients you need.
And then obviously he has a cigar.
Yeah, he-
like
he's
cigars.
probably- yeah.
Some real nice cigars.
Yeah.
Penguin jerky.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I put
can
a
see that.
journal. He's obviously a journal guy.
He's writing. Definitely is.
Yep. And then a picture of his favorite penguin.
Oh, like
Like
alive?
the pet penguin.
The pet penguin, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what he's got in there.
That makes sense.
The penguin backpack kills me.
Oh, man.
Of course.
Of course.
Blending in.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Leenertz.
What about, we got our buddy Andrew Leonards, but it's spelled
Leonards.
different. Lean Nerds.
Lee
Nerds.
Nertz.
My middle name's Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we're related.
Maybe she. Sarah Lee. Ooh, I love that bread.
Yeah, Sarah Lee. She got them cakes.
She got
Coffee
sick of
cake.
that. She's like, I'll just blend it into one
I'm
last
at
name.
Nerds at the end of my name.
I'm sick of those
I'm
jokes.
sick of all these cake jokes and
bread.
bread jokes.
Yep.
Getting stale.
Sarah Leenerts.
Yeah.
Sarah Lee Nertz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if it's SHTF and you are deciding if you should or shouldn't use the antibiotics you have, what is the sign that you need to use the antibiotics? Fever, over XYZ, coloring of the wound. Like, I know I would only, or if I had just so many antibiotics, I would not want to use them unless I thought it was life or death.
That's a good question, actually.
So, I don't know. I don't feel like you're a real person because nowadays it's like, I'm high, I just need antibiotics.
Yeah.
Burnt my tongue, need antibiotics.
I'm tired. Give me some antibiotics.
Seriously.
I didn't sleep good.
Everybody, seriously.
You got a Z-Pack?
I'm not full from dinner. I want some antibiotics.
We didn't ran out of ice cream. I need antibiotics.
That is seriously how it is nowadays. So, first of all, Sarah Leenerts is a bad AI name.
Yeah.
But it depends on what you're talking about. I don't know if you, like, depends a lot on what the wound was caused from. You know, if it was a dirty penguin
bite.
penguin scratch or what. But obviously, like, if you've got discharge from it after you've cleaned it for a few days and it's getting kind of hard and the redness is spreading, you need an antibiotic. But it's hard with all those other things, you know, cough and fever. Fever, I wouldn't say necessarily, obviously not a direct need for
Sign.
antibiotics. It's like flu causes it, and you know, and you don't need antibiotics. COVID causes it, and all that stuff.
Fall in love real hard, you get a fever. Right?
What's that?
Fall in love real hard.
Yes,
That's what all
exactly.
the songs say.
So no, yeah, that one's kind of tricky. I understand,
Yeah.
but obviously a wound is pretty easy
Yeah.
to tell if it's just getting bigger, more thick and hard skin. Like you're like,
You're
it's
getting me
getting
hot
bad.
over there, man.
Yeah. If it's
Calm
engorged
down.
and hardened,
Calm down.
yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah,
Okay. I like that.
that was bad. Trying not to use confusing medical terms because I'm so smart on the wounds
Yeah.
that I got real dirty.
This one came from James K. Vaughn, president of the chess club at Yale and Harvard.
That does sound like a good, solid name.
I always hear people say they make sure to have
Talks like that.
I was here to have people say,
Listen, I always hear people here, HERE.
yeah, say they make sure to have so much propane for cooking in case the power goes out for an extended period of time. Why don't people keep a stock of charcoal? Sidebar: if they were pigmen, would that be bacon or cannibalism?
Super smart man, but don't listen to him talk.
Don't listen to him talk; he's gonna drive you nuts. Yeah, charcoal. I think is a great idea.
Yeah,
Why not?
I didn't think much about charcoal.
I assume
Now I do.
if you store it correctly, it's not getting wet.
Listen, I've got a
That'll last
bag
for a long time.
like kicked under the like overhang of my house,
Mm-hmm.
and the bag's all like there's no print on it anymore. It's just a
Yeah.
white bag.
still there.
Still works. I
Yeah.
fired that stuff up not too long ago.
I haven't used charcoal since I was a
I
kid.
used to have I do still have a charcoal grill, but
Mm.
it's like I bet you if I put a steak on, it just fall through.
Yeah.
because it's all rusted.
But I mean,
out.
well, I don't think it's a bad idea to have a couple bags of
No,
it
it's a
laying
great
around.
idea.
Why
I didn't even
not?
think
You
about it.
know?
if you in the Dutch oven,
Yeah.
you're gonna love that charcoal.
You're gonna love it. And as far as pigment go, I don't know. That's a tough one. I would assume it's still gonna be cannibalism.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't just eat pigman bacon
no,
and not think that you're eating part human.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's still cannibalism,
Yeah. It's cannibalism.
but hey, it's bacon.
Bacon. It is still bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
KBDPBDDY 99. KPBD KP body $99.
Capital B 99. Capital B 99.
Capital B, $99.
Capital B 99.
Does your Tacoma come with a 1/2 or 3/4 inch Johnson rod?
But this is a great question because actually I went with an aftermarket Johnson rod on mine, and I went for the full 1 inch. I just feel
yeah.
you know what I mean? A lot of people are going to be like, that's overkill. You don't need a 1 inch Johnson rod. But when you're going to be really happy when you have that size when it comes down to the point where you need that Johnson rod to handle its stuff.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, 1/2 inch, it's just not enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's
I
what
agree.
I go. That's why I went with the aftermarket.
Yeah, when I'm searching like KSL or Craigslist or anything for a vehicle, the first thing I type in there is Tacoma 3/4 inch plus Johnson rod.
Yeah, because you go
I'm not
lower
going
than
any
that.
lower than that.
And then like you can go for carbon fiber. You can do a lot of different things there. But I just like have 1 inch Johnson rod, and
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's a must.
Yeah.
It's the first thing. That's why I can't find
They're so hard to
a
find.
Tacoma right
Yeah.
now.
It's like
Because I need that.
1/2 inch Johnson rod.
Yeah, give me a break.
Yeah, give me a break. Joffrey Jeffrey
Jeffrey, my wheels.
my wheels. My wheels.
Wheels as in like
Look at my wheels.
yeah.
Got new ones.
Filling out my wheel.
Have you guys looked into any functional fitness programs or anything for prepping? I've seen cardio is huge, but movement while carrying weight for an extended time also seems important. Just doing like
Yeah.
some
I
calisthenics.
put my
over-
backpack on and just kick my legs real fast.
Yeah. I haven't specifically looked into functional fitness, you know, I mean, but it makes sense. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, do whatever you can do. 'Cause,
Whatever
like,
you'll stick with. yeah.
Whatever you can stick with, freaking do it. Like, because I can't stick with workout routines. Like, I have a really
know.
hard time. Like, I think I had a period of 6 months where I did run like 4 days a week. You know, then after that, I fell off, and then I never got
Easy
back
to
to it.
fall off. Yep.
That's why for me, like jujitsu is the only thing I've been able to stick with for any amount of time. But I do think it's a good mix of a lot of stuff, you know. And I think you should do a mix. I don't think you should just do straight cardio. Even though
Right.
I think it's very, very important, right? I don't think you should just lift heavy stuff
Yeah.
because you got to do some more cardio. But whatever you can get in, just get in a mix, right?
Yeah. And yeah, the only thing that's like sticks with me is I get into weightlifting, not just the weightlifting part, but I like to read about the muscles and like see the muscles and touch the muscles.
That sentence. On
No, but just like
biceps.
different ways to
Yeah.
gain and endurance and stuff. It's
Sure.
like it's interesting to me, and so it leads to
Actually doing
getting more into it. And so I've been doing that. I actually even bought a plan for Men's Fitness,
Wow.
40 plus weight training program.
Wow.
I'm in that group now.
Yeah, there you are.
Pretty exciting.
I know it's weird, huh?
Yeah. It just shows them like lifting tapioca into their mouth. I feel I'm that old now.
Drinking Ensure.
Pepto and then protein drink. Pepto,
Exactly.
protein drink. Yeah.
So true. TRT.
But yeah, anything that interests you that'll allow you to keep doing it. That's the thing. That's the hard thing.
That is a hard thing.
I started running too, which I watched Tombstone running last
Oh,
night.
nice.
Love that movie.
We ran for like an hour and 45 minutes.
No, I've been watching parts of it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that like I've told myself like you can't finish. I did watch a little bit in bed. I'm sorry about that. But I
can't watch
kind of leave it at that point. I'm like the only time I can watch it is when I'm running,
And I wanna get back to it.
Yeah, so it's kind of helped.
That's good.
We'll see how long it sticks. Probably won't.
Yeah.
Mr. Montanez one.
One.
Mr. Montanez uno.
One.
He's one. Come on, I gotta be the only one.
I'm number one.
Why am I the only one?
Mr. Montanese.
Son of a bee.
One.
Next month, I'm moving my family from California to out of state. I love how
Anywhere
it's
else.
like,
I'm not telling you where.
I love how he puts it that way.
Yeah.
Out of state.
Maybe
Okay,
he's
that's
coming
it.
to Utah.
I've never lived in snow, and I'm moving to a cold, snowy, rural
He's
climate.
coming to Vernal.
Could be Wyoming, could be Idaho.
Yeah.
You know,
Probably Vernal.
any tips for? I need to. If we're going past Davis Supermarket,
Yeah, I know.
what are the tips? Any tips for cold weather snow prepping? Vehicle maintenance to be hyper aware of,
etc.
etc.
Yeah, for me, when I think about cold weather, it always comes back to my vehicle.
When I think of, yeah,
You know what I mean? Because like that's the point where I always feel like something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That with my vehicle.
For sure. It's
know?
more stress on it.
Yeah.
Battery, I had to replace a battery this year.
Yeah,
So.
and the snow's tough to drive in. Sometimes you get stuck, all that kind of thing. So,
Yep, I had to put new tires on recently
you?
just because it's like
Yep,
it changes everything.
it does.
You can't limp by when the weather comes.
So for me, I would look at making sure that you have those extra things in your vehicle, which, like warm clothing and blankets is so important to have in there. Make sure you have a way to get out of a snowbank or something. If you get, a shovel or a tow strap or
Yep.
Max Trax, whatever it is to get out of there. And then make sure you have a way to charge the devices because you want to be able to call AAA, or you want to call your uncle, or want to call Cam, whatever it is, to come get you out.
Yeah,
Those are just
exactly.
a few things to think of.
Yeah, that's how I kind of look at it. Is there's a really good chance I could be stranded in my car in the winter, go
Yeah.
off the road, get stuck, get in a whiteout or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I build based on that. It's like keeping warm, something like you said to keep the phones charged so that you can still communicate before or after the storm, stuff like that, and then stuff to eat while you're in there.
Yeah.
I always read about those ones where like cars roll off, into a little canyon and they're not found for like a week and a half.
And live off of Taco Bell sauce
Yeah.
packets for like 2
Yeah,
weeks.
exactly. And then I look at stuff to get the vehicle unstuck
Mm-hmm.
that you can put in there. Mats for traction, things like that.
Yep.
There you go. And a tow strap.
I like that. WM Reese Photography.
If you want to see some photography that make you hungry,
I'm craving
watch the
peanut butter.
women's Reese's.
Peanut butter and
photography.
chocolate right now. Would y'all ever consider doing another Casual Preppers Camp Out video style? That podcast
Oh, they said video style.
episode was awesome. Yeah, and so look, we had a ton of fun doing this, but I have never been more worried about hitting publish on an episode than I was on that specific episode. I'm like, this is going to be so boring. Nobody's going to want to listen to this. They're going to get 10 minutes in and go, you idiots.
Yeah.
Why did you
This
do
is the
this?
whole episode with this?
It's just like, you guys doing
Yeah.
whatever?
We were both worried about that.
We were. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I thought we had fun.
Yeah. It's great to hear because
Yeah.
it was way fun. It was like in reality, we would like to. It'd be awesome to capture that. It's almost like you need a third cameraman,
Third person. Yeah,
so
it's
that
hard.
we can sit there and talk about the crap. I don't even. We went all over the
Oh
place
my gosh.
on subjects.
we're
talked
sitting by
about
the fire.
space. We talked about
gosh.
like metaverse. We talked about
Yeah.
all that stuff.
It went
So
nuts,
so
man.
fun.
It was a blast. But yeah, I would think maybe this summer we can do that and do a video and push it out to YouTube.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to. We just
I want a
haven't-
night vision camera too, myself sleeping, and show you just how miserable I sleep
Yeah,
camping.
doesn't go
and
well,
the weird
does it?
stuff that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, exactly. But no, we'd love to.
Yeah.
Absolutely, right? We're going to do it next year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I'm hoping that I have a vehicle and we can kind of throw
Yeah.
some overlanding and talk about vehicles and like
Yeah.
caravan stuff.
Bugging
Like it'd
out.
be so awesome.
Yeah, bug out vehicles. all
That's
that
my
kind of stuff.
dream.
That's the dream.
If my wife's listening, that is my dream.
Tony.
But the thing is, we would love to do it along with the wives too.
We
I
would.
think it'd be so fun
It'd be a blast
to like
dude.
talk about the stuff together.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Be super fun. One day.
I mean, it'd be amazing.
Strelo 2. Strelo 2.
Saint Relo.
Saint Relo.
Saint Relo number 2.
Mm-hmm. Podcast and mindless banners are awesome. The interviews and movie reviews are great. Love to see more camping videos, even wives and kids enjoying the outdoors too. But
I want to see your wives and your kids.
see your wives out in the wilderness.
Hey, all your stuff's good, but I want to see your kids
Want to see them in a tent, maybe. I don't know.
in the fire move. Maybe cleaning up down by the river.
Ooh, all dirty.
I want to see how you guys do it.
Charcoal on the face, maybe. Fish guts on the fingers.
Yeah, I want to see them starve a little, struggle.
Oh, stinky, maybe. Huh?
Oh, man.
Anyways, he said, but for my question, I guess I don't have one. Just prepping. Oh, wait, do my name. Yeah, your name is tough.
Your
bro.
name was tough.
Saint
it's
Relo.
It's Saint, yeah.
Two. Who's one?
Saint
That's what I
Relo.
want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Is you got another one somewhere?
Yeah, this is his second account. He got caught on his first account, DMing the ladies.
Saint Real 3.
Although
Saint
this
Leo
could be
4.
a
We're in
woman.
the same world.
This
Saint.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Yes. Anyways, but yeah, we're gonna for sure plan to do more camping outdoors content this summer, but its schedules get tough. It's never easy for us to
Yeah.
do that. So
Yeah, I'm hoping to like I have that RV that
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of adding to. season was super short with it this year,
Mm-hmm.
this last year. So I'm hoping to like a little more of like RV camping and prepping.
Yeah, an RV, you got a trailer, you
Also,
got all the stuff.
still have a trailer I need to get rid of. Don't have a truck.
No, you have a
To
truck.
Make it well, I do.
An old
yeah.
truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully this year we have a little more variety that
Yeah,
way.
for
I'm
sure.
hoping so.
It'd be fun.
Well, we are. We're gonna do it. I already
gonna-
have the RV.
Yes, for sure. We'll do an RV one for
Okay.
sure.
Twitchy Flyer 7. I
Six
get a little
people-
twitchy when I'm landing.
Ew. It's not good for a pilot.
Whoa, wow.
And I'm a pilot on American Airlines.
Seems like turbulence. Just Twitchy Flyer flying today. I'm your Captain Twitchy Flyer.
I'm your captain, Twitchy Flyer.
Welcome to Delta Airlines today. I'm your Captain Twitchy Flyer.
Welcome to Spirit Airlines.
They should all have like gamer names.
Oh, that would be awesome.
This is Shadow Captain number 4.
This is Sky Cloud 125.
Yeah. This is Barrel Roll 7. We're going in.
This is God of the Night Sky 12457.
Username number 7.
Gonna get you to Sacramento in one piece.
Ah, man. Okay. Twitchy Flyer 7 says, what is one piece of gear that you guys can't go without every single day? Love the show. Keep up the great work, fellas. Charles have good proof.
Hey, Charles, not that bad.
Charles have
good.
bad. Oh. One Charles have bad. One Charles have good.
For me, it's my EDC knife. I mean, it's the thing that I use every single day. And
Yeah.
again, even if it's just to open boxes, I use it every day.
Yeah.
Right? Like half of my
Makes
blades
a
are
lot of
covered in
sense.
tape glue. It drives me nuts. But I use it all the time to open
That
boxes.
is an annoying thing on
I
it.
hate it.
Like Goo Gone even.
Yeah.
Like you have to scrub that sucker
Yeah.
clean.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's a light. Like I use my flashlight on my phone all the time.
Do
I
you?
carry
Yeah.
a flashlight or like a light at work. Obviously, I'm looking in ear holes and throat holes. I don't carry a knife as much at work just because sometimes a little awkward. My scrub's got a freaking knife hanging out. But
Yeah.
so I use a light every single day. Find my socks. You know,
Where's my socks?
well,
You
what
come out
color?
of the bathroom at work and you're like, where'd my socks go? Give out my light, looking in the corners.
I'm a nice husband. I wake up. I don't wake my wife up. I don't turn the light on.
I
Kick
see.
chairs over and
Yeah.
usually knock over half the stuff in the room. But I use a light every day. So I'm
Yeah,
going to say
sure.
that's my one piece of gear I couldn't live
good.
without.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
I like it. Anyway. All right. Was that me or was that you?
That was me.
you. It was you. This came from Brass Beeler. Brass Beeler.
Brass beetle. That's a good.
Beeler.
That's a good breed of dog there. That's a brass beetle.
That's a brass beeler. Can't beat that kind of pup right there. Purebred brass beeler.
Yeah, it fetches birds right out of the bush.
Yeah.
The brass beetle.
Salutations, comrades. From the great state of liberal communism in Washington, my question is, do you think gold and silver and such will hold any value at a time when food and protection and shelter are the only valuable resource? I guess assuming that it's a long-term demise of the world type thing. I don't see a value in shiny things unless it's the brass of man. Many 556. What do you think?
Amen.
Thank you. Yeah. 556, Mr. Baylor.
You know, I just don't see how cash wouldn't be important for most scenarios. Like,
Right. Yeah.
like I know you're talking about long term with metals. I don't know. I have some, but I just can't see me buying any more in the near future.
Yes, it has its place.
I think it has value,
It
but
has value,
I still think there's
obviously.
a lot more that's going to fall into place before
Yeah.
you're trading gold coins.
Yeah, I just don't
Pokemon chips.
think. I just don't think it should be like a major prep, like before the basic. You should always have food, water, meds before you even think about precious metals.
And cash too, right?
And cash, yes, for sure. Cash, yeah. I do think after some sort of a longer term, like society altering SHTF, precious metals will have a place because
Yeah.
look, gold, silver, they've always held value.
Always.
Forever. And again, it's not a horrible investment because they do hold value and they go up in hard times. So it's not like you're wasting your money if you're buying gold because it has value and it could go up and it could
Always.
appreciate, right?
Right.
But I just feel like most of the time cash is going to be better for you, especially in like a short-term SHTF.
Yeah, I think in most scenarios.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but that's me. I don't
having
know.
some of both.
Yeah. Look,
But I would look more at the short.
we have had probably 100 gold and silver companies contact us, say, "Hey, we want to
crazy,
partner
yeah.
with you." It's like I have a hard time doing that because I just don't believe in it like a lot of other prepper podcasts or people
Right.
do. Just because I just don't want to push it on people.
Yeah.
all of our sponsors is like stuff that we use or want to use
Exactly.
or feel that's useful, and I
And
just
most likely will be used.
yes, exactly.
Like yeah.
Anyway.
That's a good point. I do think there's going to be, I think there's value there.
Yeah.
You're not wrong to get it.
Yeah.
But I think if you're overlooking all those other things,
Yeah.
like you said, it's
I mean,
like if you're not getting cash, readily available
Yes.
cash, that's way more likely to be used.
Yeah, and again, if you're just investing into gold and silver, that's not a bad thing.
No.
It's not a bad thing, right?
No. And
But-
it's probably the smarter thing.
But
yeah.
if you're just doing it because you feel like it's going to be a barter item, I
know,
you have to think about it. For some people, it might be great. For me, not so much.
yeah. I mean, at least it's a tip for looters. I put it on there.
Yeah.
They're going to be super happy when
I have gold. I have silver. Okay, I'm not saying I don't have it. It's just not. I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the coins are, to be honest with you. My kids were like,
Yeah.
they're always like, where's that where's those coins at?
Bought some
They
chips.
love it.
with
They
them.
feel, they're
Maverick.
heavy and they feel cool. Chips, yeah. I traded for a remote control or
Yeah.
a new Game Boy.
Game Boy. Is that what you said?
Game Boy. Yeah. You know the ones you get on Amazon?
Yeah, those are from Temu.
Like a new Xbox controller.
Yeah.
I traded one of your coins. Is that okay? Listen, cybercrime is a big problem.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. At some point, you're going to be a victim of a cybercrime.
Mhm.
Either you or the company you're invested in or your company. Listen, you need to protect yourself. And there is a good and easy way to do it. Get Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network that can protect you and all your devices from online threats. You can go gray man online by connecting to a server in a different country even so that it can't trace all the way back to your computer. It just puts extra security between you and the internet. And you need it. We all need it. You don't have to worry about malware, phishing, and obnoxious and unsafe ads or emails as much. There's some protection there. You also, if you sign up for their OnePlus, I think, or something like that, you get emails for if your password's compromised or anything like that. So you get extra protection. They have all of that, which is super important. The other thing I really like about Surfshark is that it allows you to connect to whatever country and you can watch whatever network they have. Like I've watched many Premier League soccer games using my
Football.
VPN from Surfshark.
Football.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Football.
Yeah. We're in America.
Okay, soccer.
Yeah. Surfshark.deals/casual preppers is what you're going to plug in. It's going to give you 83% off 24 months. Plus, you get 3 extra months. That's 27 months. That's over 2 years. You put your math into it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do it. And I've paid for this out of pocket myself because I do like it on, public Wi-Fi when you're traveling, things like that. And like I said, I use it for entertainment. Awesome deal. Go get it. You'll like it. It's the easiest to use and seriously the most affordable.
That's beautiful, Cameron.
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
You know what else is beautiful?
What?
Jeff.
Jeff.
1497.
1497.
My family came over from Europe.
Ew.
Well, not that early. They got killed by the aliens.
aliens.
How do you keep your EDC bug out bags organized and accessible? Mine are starting to feel like disorganized bags of random junk. That's super easy to do.
Yeah, it is. And for me, the EDC bag is the hardest because it's the bag that I'm in like all the time.
Yeah.
I'm getting in and out of it, and like a lot of times
I
I'll
think
actually.
the car first aid kits are the worst.
I know, yeah.
Kids
for
are
sure.
always digging everything
Yeah.
out.
But like that bag I use a lot too when I'm traveling just overnight. I'll pull some stuff out and put my clothes and stuff in it just because I know it has all that extra stuff,
Yeah.
right? So it's always getting kind of a mess. But anytime I get like a new piece of gear or add to or replace an item, I try and do a little bit of cleanup while I'm doing it. But my bug out bag
I've
is
tidied that thing up like
Yeah.
50 times.
it's so hard.
I don't even know how it gets dirty.
I think it's just a constant process.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it
You're
is.
adding new gear, taking old gear out.
Yep. And like my bug out bag, I look at it once a year pretty much. I mean, like specifically go through it once a year when I'm switching it out for the winter
Yeah.
and summer months, So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's tough one.
it is. It is hard. One thing I kind of have a little strategy of. I always have the side pockets for the same thing. Like I have a fire kit in one side pocket. The other side pocket's like my water filtration, water canister, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then like top down in the bag goes from like immediately accessible like flashlights and cordage, and then it goes down from there.
Yeah.
Keeping it that way has helped, even though it can be a little bit shuffled around. I know kind of where it's at.
Yeah.
I need to get some like we need to look at some companies for some organizers.
Yeah, like Maxpedition or
Yeah.
those guys. They have some
Yeah.
great pouches.
What's
and
it like?
stuff for that.
Vanguard? What?
Vanquist has
Vanquist.
some.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
They had some really good ones. I have actually 2 in my bug out bag right now that has
Yeah.
smaller gear so it doesn't get all stirred
I have
up.
a little Vanquist EDC pouch that I've got like an extra little
So-
EDC kit in. They're great. It's nice to
Yeah.
have that kind of stuff to help, anyways, right?
Yep.
Nice. This one came from Koho King. Koho King.
King.
Given your location, do you feel more comfortable sheltering in place or bugging out after a grid down /EMP scenario? Look, man, I always feel more comfortable bugging in, like no matter what, pretty much. I do think with our location that bugging in is more feasible than some other locations are.
I think it's a good point.
Not always going to be the case, but I think I would lean towards that as my goal, as I always do.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to have a solid bug out plan.
Yeah,
like
there's no
really a
doubt.
good place to go. Like here too, our weathers are extreme. Our temperatures
Heretofore,
heretofore in this town of
this
Vernal.
weather is extreme.
But summer is super freaking hot and miserable, and winter is super cold and miserable.
Great place we live.
Yeah, I feel like we get like what maybe 3 months that are like
Yeah.
good, like comfortable weather that you
Yep.
could camp in and stay out.
Like there's
without.
about a month in the fall, and there's like a month in the spring.
There's a day in the spring.
Yeah, there's a day in the spring.
So
And that day's muddy.
yeah, I mean it depends a ton where you
Yeah.
live, like you said. So anyway.
Anyway.
Aspiring Dynabaro, 1903. Aspiring,
Aspiring Dynabro.
aspiring Dynabro.
A spring Dynabro. Right?
A spring Dynabro.
1903.
Yeah. What are your opinions on cheap Chinese bug out bags? Or do you guys have communication setups? CB radios or hams? I didn't catch
Tell you
that
what your
other part.
problem was.
I was
you
looking-
use the cheap cheese, and you know it. Okay?
What is that on?
New girl. When he brings the enchiladas or
right.
something. You use the
Tell you
cheap
what the problem
cheese.
is. Yeah.
You use the cheap Chinese bug out bags. Yeah, I mean, look, man, if that's what your budget
Oh, I did answer that.
dictates, then that's great, right?
Yeah.
mean-
A bag with stuff in it is better than nothing.
Then no bag with no stuff in it, right?
No
Like,
bag, no stuff.
No bag, no stuff. Cheap Chinese bag. Where's your cheap Chinese bag?
Yeah.
Dino
Aspiring
bro.
Dynabro.
Aspiring Dino bro, where your bag?
Take a bag.
Put your stuff in a cheap Chinese bag now.
My wife's super mad now.
But why can't we do that one?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I guess any accent she feels.
Yeah.
I saw like some comments too. People are like, accents are not offensive.
I didn't
Like
think
we
so
all
either.
have them.
Yeah.
So
They're all awesome. That's why we like to do them.
yeah, yeah.
I love accents.
I do too.
Seriously.
freaking hilarious. I don't see how it's offensive.
Like I
We're
love.
we're not talking in that voice and belittling people.
Sometimes we are.
Yeah, a
but
little
we're
bit.
not
Man, who cares?
belittling.
We do what we want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But look, man, if you can afford something that's nicer, boy, that's a good place to put your money.
Yeah.
Put your money there.
Yeah. I remember specifically, I found a really awesome tactical bag when I was in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
They had like a little, like, what are those called?
Swap meet? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was sweet. Great deal. And I loved that bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I used it for work for like 6 months, and just one day the strap just snapped right off the bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't do anything after that.
No,
it's
it's done.
completely useless. So,
Yeah.
and it made me think, I'm like, if this were to happen and I was like living out of that bag and it was like
yeah.
all of the things that keep me alive
You'd
and
be so
safe.
mad.
Oh, it'd be terrible. No matter what kind of suturing or crap that you would try to whip together, it'd never work right.
No.
So from then on, I was like, buy something a little nicer, and probably you should test it. Like, don't just have it hanging up ready to go. Like,
Go
take it
that
out.
sucker out.
You don't have to have all of your bug out gear in there, but go and put some stress on it and see if those straps and things and the zippers aren't going to pop.
Zippers are the big ones. You always get so much
makes me
better
so
zippers.
mad.
They're usually so cheap in those bags that
Yeah.
are just super cheap. And that's where
Get what you pay for,
you get what you
for
pay
sure.
for sure.
And yeah, I've been looking at some ham radios. I've been looking at some nicer ones to award myself 45 years from now when I
Yeah.
finally get my license.
That'll be fun to see.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
it will be fun to see.
Hopefully we get to see it. I mean, I have that little small Baofeng, and
Yeah.
some 2-ways and all that kind of stuff, but I still need to work on it.
Right.
It's a work in progress, guys.
Our communication setup now is a 2-way.
Mm-hmm.
And we just check on each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Fammy, all right?
Everything good?
Yeah.
This
Dana bro out.
Virago Dragon.
Ooh.
Virago Dragon.
They call me Virago.
Dragon. First name Virago.
Virago Dragon spotted. Welcome to our flight
And
today.
in this corner,
Yeah.
and in this corner, we got Virago Dragon. I want to get you to Sacramento safe and sound. Virago Dragon out.
Yeah. Footwear can be a crucial part of any bug out plan. We know your feelings on flip flops. Yes. What is your go to everyday footwear that could double as a good bug out shoe? Do you have one you like for winter weather as well? I feel footwear can sometimes be overlooked. Love the podcasts. Virago Dragon.
Virago Dragon.
I need some shoes. Some big old claw feet.
Big old claw feet.
Yeah. Look, for me, like my everyday stuff is almost always Nikes or like some Converse All-Stars or some Vans. That's just what I usually wear. I'm not one of those guys that wears like the hiking boots or the combat boots every single day,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I can't really do it anyways, but those aren't really great for bugging out. But they at least aren't flip-flops,
Yeah.
right? That drives me nuts.
What about tactical flip flops?
That'd probably be great, like Crocs. Yeah.
So I was trying to look at the actual model, but I've had a pair of North Face boots, and I've had them 6 years, and I wear them like spring, fall, even in the summer. I don't feel like they're too hot.
You wear
They're
'em to the
lightweight. I would.
Yeah.
They're amazing. I couldn't be happier with them. So I'd have to say like North Face makes a really good boot. But everyday shoe, I bought some Ultra Trail running shoes, and I love the things, man.
Yeah, I'm
they're
sure.
waterproof. They fit well. They wear well, obviously, because they're made to get beat up on
Yeah.
those trails. And so that was what I had in mind. I was like, if I had to bug out and I wanted a more comfortable shoe, I'm like, I'm going to go with the Trail running shoe
Yeah.
because they beat the crap out of those things.
Dude,
They're made to hold up.
I'm in that same camp because I'm not huge on like hiking boots.
I don't
I've
like
had-
them either.
I've had bad luck with them always getting.
And in reality, you're probably only
Blisters.
going to have one set of shoes. Like you should
Probably.
be carrying more, but
Yeah.
in like last minute, and you got to bug out.
Yeah.
I'm going to put these shoes on
look,
probably.
Obviously, there's big advantages to having like nice waterproof.
Oh, for sure.
Boots, but
Yeah.
there's also disadvantages there too. Like I have some like Danner hunting like / snow boots that I use in the winter that
Yeah.
are really good. But I also have a pair of Under Armour hiking shoes. They're shoes for hiking because I don't like.
That's what these are.
Yeah.
Well, they're running shoes,
for running.
but
Yeah, these ones are like specific.
there's some
hiking
that have,
shoes.
the same brand makes the hiking ones too. So
Yeah.
whatever you like or feel like. The other thing is a lot of people are like a boot or shoe that drains better is better than waterproof. You know, because it's like your foot will dry out on its own and
Yeah.
not be all damp.
trench foot.
So it's whatever. I mean, this is a huge subject.
Mm-hmm.
So take forever to figure out what you like. But
Yeah, good question though.
there you go. And
Yeah, I like it. I think I read that one right.
Virago. Yeah, Spencer E. Lewin.
Spencer Lewin.
Spenceri Lewin. Spoiler alert, in Leave the World Behind, Kevin Bacon's character being a prepper, I thought it was weird that he didn't coordinate with Mahershala Ali's character since they were rural neighbors and they know each other pretty well. It's kind of weird that he thought that they didn't communicate. Isn't it important to communicate in a small community? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's important. Obviously, communication is huge, but I mean, for me, I think Mahershala Ali's character was only there once in a while.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was like
true.
a
That
second
was
home.
like his second home.
And so that's probably one of the reasons why. And also Kevin Bacon, he was a super hardcore. He may have just playing that long gray man game, like, you know.
He had some kind of heads up on stuff too that he's like, this is going to be long term drawn out.
Yep.
I'm just going to keep it close to home and not. So I think, I mean, I think it was the point of the movie too. It's
Yeah.
like you're gonna like people are gonna change and be less helpful to each
Yep.
other. A lot of people.
Even if you think you're buddies,
Yeah.
right?
So-
Not necessarily always the case. But yeah, communication is huge. And if you can do that, and if there's people that you trust in your community, I would take the chance to have some
Yeah.
communications about that kind of stuff, right?
It's hard, man. If I knew and saw that things are not, they're gonna get way worse before and if they even get better.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would communicate with that many people.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's a tough one to
hard to say 'cause you've never been in that.
consider. Yeah. Okay, so this one came from Mr. Where's Waldo.
That's a good book.
Yeah, any solution to acquire and stockpile blood pressure meds. If SHTF were grid down for an extended period of time, it might be impossible to get for a long while.
That is hard.
Yeah.
First of all, look at your lifestyle. I mean, there's a lot of times you can't avoid taking medication, but it is one of those correctable disorders. If you smoke,
From
you
time
have
to
weight
time,
problems, you have high salt intake and stuff like that. Like, see if there's any way you could possibly get off the meds. Obviously, that's the best thing to do, but not always feasible or possible for a lot of people. The other thing is blood pressure meds are cheap. Like almost all of them. I mean, there are newer ones, of course, but whatever you're on, like look at alternatives and maybe talk to your medical provider about switching you over to something that's like super cheap out of pocket. And I mean, I've even filled a bottle that patients paid cash price for because they're like, I don't want to go to the pharmacy all the time. So I'm like, here's 180 days worth.
Yeah.
Because it only cost them like $20.
Yeah, that's
And
yeah.
so-
You might as well.
So looking at alternatives that are dirt cheap, cash price, and then obviously it comes down to your provider's comfort. If they want to milk you for everything it's worth and have you come in every 3 months, which
Yep.
is ridiculous. But if you're a controlled hypertensive person, I would say, find a cheap med, ask them for 100-day supply, 180 day, and then go from there. It's about the only option you have.
Yeah, that's
Buying from another country, who knows where you can.
Yeah, who knows?
Take that risk if you want.
Good question.
Last prepper standing. Speaking of Where's Waldo, I think all of my younger church years, that's all I did was
Look
just
at Where's
sit in
Waldo.
Where's Waldo.
Yeah, we had tons of those too.
Some
Yep.
Good stuff. I know them all.
I can find him from
I
anywhere.
can find him from any place.
Yeah.
I've seen all of the series. Last prepper standing. Would you rather bug in for 2 months or bug out for 2 weeks? Oh, I thought it was 2 weeks and 2 weeks. I'm like, well, that's kind of a weird.
2
number.
months. Yeah, bugging for 2 months. Look,
I'd still bug in.
I'm still bugging in. Yeah, 2 weeks. That's real, dude. That's a long time to be bugging out.
It really is
It's
long.
a long time. Have
I
you
can't
ever been
believe how
camping for that long.
3 days is like,
It's
you're
brutal.
already like, I got to shower.
Done.
And I don't sleep worth a crap.
Yep.
It'd be hard, man.
Yeah, it's super hard. That's why, like, staying at home with all my gear, my family for 2 months, it sounds like a vacation almost. Oh, I don't have to worry about anything else. I just got to stay here, stay safe, eat some food, hang out with my family. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
I think the longest I've ever stayed outdoors in a tent was 4 nights.
I think
4
I've
nights.
I think I've done like 7.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a long time.
It's a super long time.
Yeah.
I could have done it in high school when I was younger and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
enjoyed it more.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I'm like, my back's killing me. My kids are like, it's
Yeah,
tough.
That's tough. This one came from the preparedness guy. Since you all are the casual preppers, is Charles Hapgood the formal prepper?
Charles Hapgood's a gentleman prepper. He's the founder of the Gentleman's Prepper Academy,
Oh,
GPA.
GPA. What's your GPA at the GPA? 4.0.
Gentleman's Prepper Academy.
Yes, sir. Also, what was the neatest piece of gear you came across in 2023? And what is the best lesson learned in 2023? Those are toughies.
That is tough. I don't feel like 2023 was like a super exciting year for some of the gear we
Yeah,
got.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
Maybe it's that we've had a lot. We
Mm-hmm.
kind of like there's nothing new and like
super
exciting.
New. It was like, yeah.
if anything, I had like the Night Court EDC 27 light was one of my favorites.
Was that like
we
flat
did
looking
rock
one that
paper
was-
scissor
yeah.
for it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Just because it's got a lot of cool
Mm-hmm.
unique features. I mean, it's a light. I just like it's a little more slim
Mm-hmm.
and just a different look to it.
Yeah, it is a cool little light.
So
I had a few that I liked. I liked that Eco Vessel Wanderwear stainless steel utensil set. I thought,
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's right.
Such
That
a
was a cool
great
one.
little piece of gear that comes in its
I
own
do
little
like
package.
that better than the like single combo
do too.
fork thing.
Yeah, I think
The
that thing's great.
spork.
Yeah, the Batterex power card that were
Was that last year?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was. Too.
I don't know. It could have been the year before. It doesn't matter. I'm putting it in there anyways. And the last one of those pale
Ain't
blue,
changing now.
pale blue rechargeable smart batteries.
Oh, yeah.
love those things.
Yeah,
Those things are
I think I got a
fantastic.
tiny kit. You had like the.
I had the big full kit.
It's a great idea. I like
So
it
good.
because you can charge like on the side of the battery, right? All of them.
Yep.
That's a good
Pretty
idea.
nice. And what was the best lesson learned in 2023?
Well, it was partly what you had said. So what the other thing?
okay.
The other thing that I've kind of learned more is to say no to people.
Yeah. This is a
I'm
good
just
thing to
like,
learn.
listen, I sound like kind of, so I'm over the top about my time,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also like there's a lot of things. If you're willing to give your time, people will take every minute of it.
You give an inch, I'll take a mile, man.
Yeah, and I've learned more to be like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
In the workplace and at home and things like that. Not at home. But in the workplace and
Yeah.
just like in the community and stuff, it's like I feel like I'm willing to help and I will help, but when it just burdens you too much, it's okay to say no.
Yeah, you got your own stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's definitely okay to say no.
I felt guilty about it forever. And lately I'm just like, no, like I don't need any more of my time taken away from my family and stuff.
Yep.
Maybe too much so, I think that
Yeah.
way.
That's a great one. And this one is something I've been learning over the past few years. It's not something specifically this last year, but I think it even got reinforced more. It's just like, look, man, if there's something you want to do, just freaking do it. Like, just do it. You know what I mean? Like, an example of that is this Old Man Book Club that we started this last year. It's something that honestly I have been wanting to do for probably like 5 years. But I was like too embarrassed to ask anybody, hey, do you want to do this with me? Does this sound dumb or stupid? Because I was afraid people are going to be like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Look, it has been so much fun.
It has been.
Like, we've had a blast.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't for myself read for like a hobby or an activity. Like I read, articles at work and things like that, but I don't sit down and read a book. And where I have someone to discuss it with and know that at the end of the month we're going to do this, it's been huge for me. Like to get to read books, even ones that I wouldn't pick myself, but I learn from. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I would highly encourage anybody to do it.
Dude, it's been so much fun. And more so just the fact that, I get together with 3 buddies at the end of the month and we have a discussion.
Yeah.
And we can just sit there. Because a lot of times
I think if you're not a reader, even better to
sure.
go into a club. It makes a big difference.
It really does, yeah, for the reading, but even just more specifically for the conversation. Like just sitting down with some guys and like they all kind of have similar, similar but also different lifestyles.
There's always different takes on the book and different experiences. Yeah, it's awesome.
So it's been fun. So just do stuff.
Yeah, that one's been great.
Do stuff.
Don't
guys.
say no to that.
Yeah, you're gonna die. So do it.
Exactly.
You're all gonna die.
Right. Dennis Hole. Hall. Dennis Hole.
Dennis Hole.
Hole.
That your hole?
On a scale of 1 to infinity,
Mm-hmm.
how prepared? I don't know why infinity makes me laugh. 1 to infinity. How
Infinity
prepared,
times infinity times.
how prepared are you for an alien invasion?
1 to infinity. I said 2.
Yeah, I forgot to put my number down, but I was going to say 1.
1, yeah.
I just don't feel.
No.
The only thing that I feel like the only reason I was going to put a number anyway, I probably said 0, is I know that the locks are just going to boggle their minds.
That's why I
man.
said, like, I have some basic preps, but like, what else do you get? Like, maybe some super complicated locks.
You
maybe
did put that too.
Some Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know what you need.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know. I feel like it's going to catch us all off guard.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be so excited about it happening in my lifetime
Yeah.
that
I'll
whatever
take it.
happens, happens.
It is what it is. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right. So it came from Ethan Tatro.
Tatro?
Tatro. You have 25 skill points to assign to a video game style skill tree for your preparedness character. How do you divide up your skill points to assign them to the following categories? Food and water, security, communication, comfort, medical, and general knowledge.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
I went back and forth. My math was strained.
I kept going, God, too many points here.
I need something to like not allow me to go up
I know.
anymore.
Well, now I can adjust it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. But for me, like, so for food and water,
I kept putting like 9 and 10 for this one, but it just would
can't.
suck everything else
you didn't
out.
have
I was
enough
like,
points.
I can't.
So I went food and water. I put 8.
Yeah, I put 7.
because I feel like it's the most important thing at all of this. You got to have food and water to
Yeah.
live. Security, I put 3.
I put 3 too.
Okay. Communication, I put 5.
I went down on that one to 4.
Okay.
Little less important, and I think that ability is like being able to like negotiate and all that stuff too, right?
Yeah, I
That's
think
kinda
so,
what
yeah.
I figured it went into.
Comfort, this was my least amount of points. I only put 1.
I bumped that one up.
Yeah.
It's nice to be comfortable.
Sure it is.
So
It
I'll put a
definitely
little
is.
bit more and like.
But if
feeling more
I'm
comfortable.
looking at like strictly
It's hard, man.
survival, strictly like a video game, like that's what I'm doing, right? I don't know.
If I were on my own, I would put it down. But it's
Yeah,
like
sure.
I got my family, so
It's
I
true.
need to know how to make things comfortable.
Yep. Medical, I put 5.
This one was hard
I
because
know.
it's like it's hard to like when you work in it and
Uh-huh.
you do it. It's like how do you put a skill in there knowing it's like I know what I know. I'm gonna put 2 in there.
Yeah.
but I don't know.
But that would
I
take
put-
your
I-
knowledge down.
It
Probably.
did. I put
Yeah.
4.
Okay. General knowledge.
That's where I put most. I put
I
more
put 3.
points. I put 5.
Yeah.
Just overall, just kind of well-rounded knowledge.
Mhm.
I felt like that was.
I like
important.
that.
Yeah,
good.
that's fun. We've kind of talked about doing like a
We have
prepper character
Character
loadout.
sheet, that
Yeah,
type thing. Yeah.
and it's been a little hard to put together. So
It has.
maybe we'll come out with that.
Yeah. Guys, today's podcast is brought to you by TacPack, the only tactical subscription box with useful professional grade stuff inside. Use code Casual Preppers and get a free $70 machine-made part from Next Level Armament. And guess what? We have the latest TacPack. We have it here to look at. Let's look at the first item, the Infinity Target. This is dense, thick, strong, synthetic ballistic.
Is there a couple in
blend.
there? No, it's just
I don't
one
know.
big rubber piece. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty cool. Then we got the Full Force Gear Cat 2 pistol range bag.
Right here.
yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep. And then we have the Timber Creek Billet dust cover. And then we have the Faxon magazine bands. And they have like they say like 5.56 on them. So
Oh,
you
that's
know.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we got the sticker with Beavis and Butthead. Pretty cool.
They're all loaded out in tactical
Yeah.
gear.
Use our code Casual Preppers for that free gear. That's all we got today, Cam.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Appreciate you guys.
Good questions.
Yeah, good questions.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Okay, stay
Thanks.
survived.